Welcome to Coastal 101. I'm John Kelly. Keeping warm in any kind of winter condition requires the right coat. Whether your daily chores have you facing rain, sleet, snow, wind, or all the above, it's important that your coat fits properly to protect you from all the elements. With us today from Columbia Sportswear is Anna. Thanks for joining us, Anna.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so let's start with sizing. How do you know what size to get when you buy a winter coat?
That's a really good question. So when buying a coat, it's important that it's not too tight and it's not too loose, obviously. The reason you don't want it too snug is because it doesn't allow air to circulate within the jacket, which actually makes the jacket less warm. So you don't want it too snug, but you also don't want it too loose because the heat can escape out the hem at the bottom or your sleeves. And so as a rule of thumb, I always say you want to be able to fit a nice chunky sweater underneath your jacket. And if you're shopping for kids, definitely size up because the kids do not stop growing and you want to get the most bang for your buck out of your purchase.
So how do you know which jacket to get? Because there's so many choices.
Well, it depends on the activity you're doing. So if you're out in the snow, you obviously want something that's warm, but not too bulky. So if you're out in the cold, doing any kind of aerobic activity, doing your chores, going for a walk, chasing your kids in the snow, you want to be really warm, but you don't want a ton of extra insulation or additional bulk that might limit your mobility, right? So I would recommend looking at a coat with Omni Heat technology, which is technology that Columbia developed to reflect body heat back towards you within the jacket. So in every Omni Heat jacket, there are these tiny little powerful silver dots that reflect your body heat back at you and give you that extra warmth without adding all that additional insulation or the need for extra layers.
Well, obviously in this part of the world, it rains all the time. So does Columbia carry waterproof jackets?
Yes, absolutely. So when you're searching for your rain jacket for the year, what you want to be looking for is waterproof, but also critically seam sealed jackets. Because a lot of jackets can claim they are waterproof, but the water can still seep in through the seams in your jacket, which kind of defeats the purpose. I would really recommend searching for waterproof and seam sealed. Now, the Pacific Northwest also gets a little humid sometimes, which can create a little bit of a greenhouse effect within the jacket. So I would also recommend seeking out a breathable jacket. Columbia has a technology called OmniTech, which is a waterproof, breathable membrane. So it allows you to stay protected from the elements while dumping any additional heat or moisture.
So how often should I replace my jacket?
If you're investing in that purchase, it should last you 3 to 5 years, but I've had some Columbia jackets last me 8 to 10, and I still have a Columbia coat from my grandpa that's now back in style that I'm wearing again. So yeah, they last a long time, but you do want to size up when any of the baffling may come apart. If some feathers start poking out through the seams, that may be a sign that you need to purchase a new one.
This has been great information. Thanks so much, Anna. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Your Northwest-owned and operated Coastal has racks of coats in the sizes and styles that you need and in the brands you've come to know and trust. So come on by and try one on for yourself. You're bound to find one that fits like a glove and is designed to keep you warm and comfortable, whether you're working on the ranch or you're hiking in those beautiful mountains. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.